Hi, good morning. I am Majid Amiral and I'm from Bachelor of Physical Education and I am first year. So in today's video, I am able to introduce the hip hop dance and of course the history, and I will show you how to do the basic dance steps of hip hop. So first, I will introduce the history of hip hop dance so that we have a background about where the hip hop dance came from, who is the original, the first dance of hip hop, and followed by the basic dance steps of hip hop. Hip hop dance is thought to have officially begun in New York City during the late 1960s and 1970s. During this time, individuals without professional dance training but with natural and free movement brought dancing to the street. A dance form meant to be popular in the original sense of the word, meaning that it was for the people, not for the academy. Hip-hop moves were inspired by complex rhythm and the down-to-earth movement style of African. Music and movement came together to form a new art. While vestiges of modern, tap, swing, and African dance can all be found in hip-hop. This dance style is really in a class of its own when it comes to improvisations and an age of competition. Hip-hop dance include a wide range of street dance styles that are associated with the hip-hop cultures born in New York in the mid-70s. Traditionally, the original dance of hip-hop was breaking, which was the predominant style from the 1970s until the 1980s. Hip-hop dance became widely known after the first professional state-based dance crews formed in the 1970s in the United States. The most influential groups were Rocky Steady Crew, the Lockers, and the Electric Boogaloo, who are responsible for the spread of breaking, locking, popping, respectively. The Brooklyn-based dance style up rock influenced breaking early in its development. Boogaloo gained more exposure because it is the namesake of the electrical Boogaloo crew. Uprocking, roboting, and Boogaloo are respected dance styles, but none of them are mainstream and popular as breaking, locking, and popping. Parallel with the evolution of hip-hop music, hip-hop social dancing emerged from breaking and funk style into different forms. From the 1990s, such as the Running Man, the Worm, the Cabbages, patched entered the mainstream and became fad dance. After the millennium, never social dances such as the cha-cha slide and the doggy also caught on to become very popular. Hip-hop dance is not a studio-derived style. Street dance developed in urban neighborhoods without a formal process. All of the early substyles and social dances were brought about through a combination of events including inspirations from James Brown, D.G. Colhart, invention of the breakbeat, the formation of dance crews, and the dawn and the creation of the television show Soul Train. The hip-hop dance style originated in the Bronx, New York City during the late 90s. The influence of the music genre, fashion styles, the dance took longer to develop compared to the rock music scene in Canada. Although there was a temporary rise in the popularity of the genre between 1989 to 1991, it remained that underground phenomenon in Canada until the early 2000s. It becomes widely known after the first professional street dance crews formed in including Rock Steady Rock, the Lockers, the New York Breakers. Although the term hip-hop generally refers to a style of music, there are several important elements that define it. The main elements of hip-hop cultures include rapping, DJing, breakdancing, and graffiti art. It can also include beatboxing, street entrepreneurship, hip-hop language, fashion and style, and more. Thanks to the rise of the new media platform in the 2000s, hip-hop spread around the world through social networking sites like MySpace, YouTube, SoundCloud, WordStar Hip Hop, and Spotify. This platform spread the influence of the catchy culture and has since been adapted by artists around the world to develop new sounds and styles. So after I introduce the history of hip hop dance, or the originated of hip hop dance, now I will show you the the 5 basic dance steps of hip hop. Then hip hop has a 5 basic dance steps, which is popping, locking, breaking, boogaloo, and social dance. And as I told you, or as I promised, that I will perform it. To do popping, hold one of your arms one straight from your body. It doesn't matter which arm you start with. You might want to start with your dominant arm. Just remember to keep it relaxed and loose. If you are too tense, then you won't be able to pop. You can think of popping as a releasing some of that tension. Don't lock your elbow, keep it relaxed. Make sure to keep your hand flat and your chest high. With your neck closed, know that releasing the tension from your body is essential to any kind of dancing. Second steps. Bend down the rest of the arm. To do this, the most effective way possible, imagine what there's string tied to your fingers. While keeping your arms taut, pretend that someone is pulling on the string, bringing your finger and your hand down until your wrist is at a 90 degrees angle to the ground. Try to do this without moving the rest of your arm or body. Keep facing forward, resist the temptation to look moving forward. Keep your eyes slightly bent, stringing a bit on your legs with every slight move in your arms. You can use these little bounce to set up a nice rhythm for yourself. Third step, rest your hand and elbow. Now, rest your elbow until it's even with your shoulder, and rest your hand so it's back to being flat again, nearly parallel to the floor. The idea of popping is to pop one of your body at a time, while the rest of your body remains stationary. When you pop with your arm like this, the popping action runs from your hands to your shoulder. So once your wrist is 90 degrees, you rest your elbow with the same idea, popping it up toward the air, while bringing your hand back to its original position, flat while your chest is high. Fourth step, straighten your arms. Now bring your elbow down until your arm is nearly straight and parallel to the floor. The wave of energy has run fully from your hand to your elbow and is making its way up to your shoulder. That's why it is important to slip your arm back to its original position. And the last step is pop your shoulder. As you transition from your elbow up in the air and back to your arm's original position, you should raise your shoulder up while you bring the rest of your arm toward your body. The raising motion of your shoulder is the pop you are looking for. When you pop your shoulder, the movement should look unexpected, almost as if it were a reflexive jerk or shiver. The second basic dance step of hip-hop dance is locking. Locking is just stopping right in the middle of a quick movement and holding that position for a movement before flowing back into your dance. It's pretty easy to do. Just go through your routine and put the stops to different points in the music that you want to accent with your body. Freeze your dance in the positions that drive your choreography to the rhythm. Hold it a couple of beats and continue the routine. Here are some signature lock dance that you can practice to hone your skills and dubstep of your hip hop dancers. Example of locking is like when you are inside the club or you are in a clubbing, like the usual dance in clubbing, like the music turns up and you're hanging with the beat, debating with others, dancing with others. That's examples of locking. That's the best way to do, or that's the easy ways to do to example the locking. So the third basic dance steps of hip hop is breaking or break dance. So the first steps to do a break dance is do a BB phrase as a transition. To start, learn how BB phrase can be used as a transition move. Transition moves are important in that they allow to move from one breakdance move to another. This baby phrase, which you already know, is often used as a transition move. If you are moving between, say, a 3 steps and into a coffee grinder, you can do the baby phrase in the between. This alerts viewers you've ended one move and will be trying a new one. So the fourth basic dance step of hip hop is boogaloo. So here are the ways or how to do the boogaloo. Stand in place and bend your legs to do a double leg rolls. Start by standing straight with your legs close together. Bend your knees and lower yourself like you're going to sit in a chair. As you move slightly toward the floor, lift your heels. Second, push your knees to one side to begin the double leg roll. By bending the standing on the balls of your feet with your knees will come forward naturally. Try to angle them to one side of your body. They should both point in the same direction. Third, bring your knees around in a circle to complete the double leg roll. To complete the double leg roll, move your hips, swing your knees out and around to the another side of your body. When you get back to standing position, let your heels fall flat on the ground. Fourth, roll one leg outward to start a single leg roll. The single leg roll is very similar to the double version. Stand straight with your feet as shoulder width apart. Start with one leg, bend your knee and lift your heel. Then use your hips to roll your leg out and all the way back around the center. 5. Roll your other leg away from you to body, complete the single leg roll. After rolling your first leg, keep it in place. Let your second leg continue unrolling motion. Bend your knees and lift your heels, then roll it away from other leg. Come back around the standing position again. And that's it. That's the history of hip-hop dance, and that's the basic dance step of hip-hop dance. And you learn something in the on how to do the basic dance step. Thank you.